Hey guys, how's it going? It is grocery haul time. In the background, I have a company that I am super excited to have here this weekend, and she is currently getting an Animal Crossing lesson from my husband. So you might hear that in the background. Anyhow, Sean just got home with the groceries. Let me run through that. I'm gonna run through totals at the end. And per request, guys, I actually have the receipts I'm gonna go through with you to show you how all of this actually adds up with the cost of living in our area and the way things run. So let me show you this, and then I'll show you all of that. All right, guys, here is everything he just got home with. We've got a box of cheeseburgers. We were actually gonna wait until next week. However, Sam's Club was completely out of chicken patties and the whole chickens this week. So he went ahead and got those. So we've got something extra just in case. And later this week, he will check back for the chicken patties to see if Sam's Club has gotten them in again. This is the problem with doing the shopping later on a Sunday, but it is the way it worked out this week. We have 2 of the party size bags of dill pickle chips because my family has an addiction. 2 small bags of the Hearts of Romaine. These would have come from Safeway since we are not buying the Sam's Club lettuce anymore because it is just questionable quality. All right, then we've got a thing of bell peppers. We've got apples, bananas, all of that came from Safeway. We've got, looks like he picked up the bite-sized edible cookie dough from Sam's. That's something he gets every now and then. 2 things of the Jimmy Dean sausage. That'll be for one of the meals on the meal plan this week. Same thing with the chicken fajita meat. 2 regular things of milk. We actually would not normally be buying it right now, but I've got a couple recipes this week that are going to use a decent amount. So went ahead and got more of that. Probably could have just gotten a gallon of regular whole milk from pretty much anywhere, but that's what we went ahead and got because that's what we're used to getting. The almond milk coming back down here. 2 more tubs of butter. Again, some of the recipes are going to require a little bit more. Cottage cheese. Got some Good and Gather chocolate chip cookie dough bars. Several of our kids take those with them for snacks when they're on the go. We've got a couple of kids that babysit for another family a couple different days a week, and then between youth group and other activities, there's that. So then we've got 4 bottles of kombucha. He ran by Family Fair and grabbed those for me. I don't know if that's all they had or not, but we have not been buying it lately. Just haven't been over to the store that carries it, and it hasn't been fitting in the budget more recently either. Big bag of powdered sugar. That is for more of that Christmas baking and other stuff. And a couple of the girls have been working on perfecting a macaroon recipe. So we've been going through a bit more of that again. The poppy seed dressing. This is something that Sean likes that is safe for him, that he adds to things. We've got 2 things of barbecue sauce, thing of grapes, 2 of the boxes of cheese Ritz that he likes, big Parmesan refill that we use to fill the shaker that's in the fridge, 2 things of pineapple bubbly, 1 blackberry, and then 2 cases of water. Because again, guys, I said that our reverse osmosis system has not been filling proper lately. They are coming in about 3 days to fix that. But aside from always wanting to keep water bottles on hand for being on the go and stuff, we've been using them in the evening when our tank runs out. So there it is. That is everything we got. I'll flip this and run through the totals with you. Hey guys, okay, so I just added up all of the receipts. We are under budget again this week. Now we are under like pretty much a solid $100 because the grand total, sorry, got a 4-year-old who decided he needed ice right then. $200.31 is the total for everything that was purchased. Now I did say we are gonna be going back later this week to get those chicken patties if they are in. I do believe those are right around $10 a bag. We will probably get 2 bags. And if we can catch the whole chickens in, then we will get those as well. And those I think run somewhere between $15 and $20 on average to get the 2 chickens. So that is gonna add up. We're still gonna stay under budget, even doing that stuff though. So that is actually where our grand total is, because our budget, which I've ran through before, but if you're new to the channel, welcome, by the way. $300 is our weekly budget to feed our family of 9. We do also do foster care, and so sometimes we have extra kiddos with us. That does not typically change our budget right off the bat, though it will vary things from time to time depending on how many kids and the ages. Obviously, teenagers tend to eat just a little bit more. But then again, little kids in growth spurts can do just as much damage. So that'll vary things just a little bit. But for the most part, I want to keep our budget where it's at. The question is how far under budget we stay or right at. And yes, Micah. You do have your cup. Can you take it over to the counter and sit with your sister so mommy can finish?
I put my ice in.
You did put ice in it. You are so proud of yourself, and I am so proud of you too.
See?
Yes. Now, mommy needs to finish the video, okay? So go sit with Emmy, please. Guys, that is daily life. He's so proud of himself because he just recently learned how to use the controls on the fridge. So he likes to get his own water and ice, which he does completely at random. Okay, guys, so there was a comment on this last week's grocery haul video that was asking about our actual totals and seeing receipts and things like that. And guys, I have absolutely no problem showing our receipts. It's just something that I think I've done a few times in the past, but it's been a while because I just don't want these videos to get too crazy long. But I am going to show them to you really quick. Now, I am going to hope that everything shows up clearly enough for you to see anything you may want to see. I will make a point though that you can see the total, and well, you can try to freeze frame it and everything else to scrutinize our receipts if you really want to. That way you can also see what the average price per item is in this area. Because while I know that overall the cost of living might be a little less than a lot of places elsewhere in the nation, though our housing prices right now are skyrocketing like crazy levels. Our grocery budget, or not budget, but our grocery expenses have always been more out here in the Black Hills area. And that is because we are a single access area. I-90 runs through here, and that is the only major interstate that runs through here. We can go south to Denver through a series of highways and back roads and things like that, but there's really no direct route like an interstate. Taking I-90, you can go east and you're gonna hit Sioux Falls, but the next actually major city you're gonna hit, actually you're not even gonna hit it off there. You can go to the Twin Cities, you can go down to Omaha. Neither of those are directly off of I-90 though, but you take other interstates and whatnot to get to them. Heading west, you're gonna go up through Montana. If you wanna count Billings or any of that in Montana, you can. Otherwise, you're not gonna hit another major city along I-90 until Idaho. Now, why am I talking about the major cities? That's because those are where distribution centers and major hubs tend to be. There just are not any in this general region. So when it comes to getting produce and things here, the semis have to travel farther from those distribution centers, or the ones that are coming up from Denver have to take those back roads. And in the winter especially, guys, those roads get dicey. But they do it so that we can have those goods here. Now, there has been talk for years about, I can't remember what they were gonna call it, but a highway system going from here down to Denver. They have worked on parts of it. It's been a really slow process, but they've never made those extra connections to actually make it happen. But with all the growth we're seeing, who knows, maybe that's in our future. And if so, maybe we will get better priced food, better quality food, and stores like Aldi's and some of that can save us more money. Right now, guys, our cheapest option is Walmart, and I will not buy produce at Walmart. It's just a hard, fast rule. And if you've ever seen their back room where the produce is stored, you'll understand why. And maybe that's dependent on the store, but I won't do it. Okay, so running through this really quick, here is the Sam's Club receipt. Running down, the total at Sam's Club was $74.62. Walmart today, run that through so you can see everything there. The grand total was $64.41. I have to flip them there to see them, guys. Family Fare. Now this was those 4 kombuchas and the blackberry water, so not a whole lot from Family Fare. Oops, covering up prices there. Not a whole lot from there today, so $16.88 was a grand total. Guys, that is a single case of bubbly and 4 kombuchas. That's part of why they haven't been in the budget lately, because I think the price on those have gone up ever so slightly too. Actually, let me checking. Not up. They went up 10 cents a bottle, so not a lot, but they've never been cheap to begin with. Okay, Target. Literally one item from Target, $7.58 was the grand total there. And guys, this is hard too. When you buy things that you can only get at different stores, it does. It involves going to 4 or 5 different stores pretty much every time you get groceries. On a good week, we can go through 2, maybe 3 stores. And then Safeway, because that has been our preferred place lately for produce because the quality is just better. $36.82 is hanging out down there for the total. Now, there is a natural grocery store that I love to shop at. Their produce is phenomenal. The prices are really not that far off from Safeway's, a little bit more if it's going to be off, but it's really not located anywhere in a convenient loop with all of the other stores that we go to. And so if I can get the produce at the other stores we're already going to, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And Safeway is actually one of the closer stores to us. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that rather than going clear downtown to go to the market and get any of the natural foods there. Like I said, though, I love the store. That said, guys, I have not hidden, though I've not super talked about it, my personal stance on masking and all of that stuff. We will shop at the stores that are not enforcing anything. I have absolutely no problem if a store says they request it or they encourage it. But if they flat out require it, we're going to go ahead and shop somewhere else. I do have a medical exemption, but it doesn't matter because some people are ugly about it. And that's just all there is about it. And yeah, you get some comments even with that exemption. And not always the store employees, just people who feel rather emboldened and the need to tell people their opinions. But guys, that's the other thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give that PSA. Don't judge others based on what they are or are not wearing because you don't know why they are or are not. So P's and Q's, guys. Anyhow, there it is. That is our grand total, $200 and what did I say, 31 cents, I think. So we are $100 under budget. We'll go ahead, we'll go get those chicken patties, the whole chickens, get all of that taken care of and still manage to stay under budget because at roughly $10 a bag for the chicken patties, less than $20 for the whole chickens, we're still gonna have over $50 left over from our budget for the rest of the week, which means if pizzas or something else happens, or if we run out of something else, we can go get it because this week we can fit it in, or if we go over next week, it's not gonna be that big of a deal. And for whatever reason, every time somebody walks by, my camera's jiggling, so I really hope that the stabilizer is working and you guys are not seeing that because it has been bad a few times. There it is. I hope you guys are having a blessed day. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss everything else coming up next. And I'll see you in the next one.